If you shoot on your phone or you use an action camera or a vlog camera of some sort, anything that basically takes a micro SD card and you want to transfer your data over to say an SSD, or you want to transfer your data over to your phone without using a laptop, then you might be familiar with this problem. Most, if not all, phones these days have that one USB-C port. For most mobile creators, you have to make do with that one port to do everything like charging your phone, connecting up additional devices, SSDs, then you'll fast see yourself connecting 1,000 dongles to try and achieve everything. Especially if you want to use your phone as a central hub to back up and transfer or use the footage from your other creative devices. But there is a solution to this now. This is the iRe5 Gen 2 X module. It's a modular connectivity hub that attaches to the back of your phone and gives you back everything that one USB-C port was never going to handle on its own. It gives you an SD card slot, SSD connectivity, a microphone input, and even pass-through charging, all in this one small thing that sits flat against your phone. Now, it works across iPhones 15, 16, and 17 series phones, as well as Android devices. So it doesn't matter what mobile ecosystem you're part of, this has you covered. Now, there's also an integrated case version, but that's only available for the iPhone 17 Pro Max. However, there are more versions of this dropping soon through their Kickstarter campaign. Now, I do want to mention that iRe5 have sent this over to me for a review, and they are sponsoring this video. Now, this thing is packed with a bunch of cool features, like I mentioned. Number one is the pass-through charging. This is the upgrade that makes this Gen 2 version worth talking about. You can plug your power bank or charging cable into the right-hand side port, and your phone charges while the module runs everything else. So it doesn't matter what you're using it for or how long you're using your phone for, whether you're doing a long edit session whilst having an SSD plugged in, or you've had a long shoot day and you just need to transfer all of your data, but your phone's low on charge, you no longer have to choose between the two anymore. You can do both at the same time. Now, this is where most people will probably get the most use out of the Gen 2X on a day-to-day basis. The SD card slot, or the micro SD card slot rather. This thing takes up to a 2 terabyte micro SD card. Whether you're shooting on an Android or an iPhone, you've now got the option of expandable storage. So you can shoot directly to the micro SD card or easily transfer over content from your phone to the micro SD card to save storage on the phone itself. On top of that, if you're using something like an action camera, a vlog camera, or a drone, anything that uses a micro SD card slot, you've got the option of using this to transfer the footage directly from that micro SD card to your phone without the need of a laptop at all. It's very easy to insert. You just pull the card out, pop it into the module, and it's good to go. Now, one thing worth noting is that the module itself is not an SSD, so the transfer speeds or the speed of recording, anything like that is very much dependent on the quality of the micro SD card you're using. So the higher quality or higher rated micro SD card you use, the better performance you're going to get out of this. Because a slow card will slow you down regardless of how fast this thing can read it. But a faster card will of course give you much better performance and transfer speeds. And just to be clear, for iPhone users, this is not giving you an alternative to an SSD to use for ProRes recording, because no matter what micro SD card you're going to use, it's very unlikely you're going to be able to hit the kind of transfer speeds you need to be able to record ProRes footage, especially at the higher frame rates. So if you do plan to film in ProRes RAW or higher ProRes frame rates, then attaching an SSD is probably your best solution, but the module is still helpful because you can attach that SSD while still charging your phone, and you've got the micro SD card slot. So you've got all of those options. So it's still possible, but I wouldn't recommend trying to do it directly to the micro SD card. This thing is super slim and it fits right to the back of your phone. And for anybody who's in the field using their phone to either shoot or edit content on, this thing is actually really useful. They've also built a dedicated app which features an automatic photo backup function. And with this, you can choose to back up pretty much your entire photo library, either to the SD card that you've inserted into the iRe5 module or to an external SSD that you can connect to the iRe5. And this is actually really handy if you're using your phone specifically for content, because it means that you can keep a constant automatic backup of all of your content and all of the photos and videos that you've taken, and it makes a massive difference to the way you handle your storage. Now, as fantastic as this is, there are a couple of things that I would love to see refined. Now, the micro SD card slot is actually absolutely fine. Functionally, it works without a hitch, but the rubber covering on it is a little bit fiddly and it comes off quite easily. I'd like to see something that fits in and stays in position a little bit better. I like the idea of the rubber cover, and it does protect the micro SD card slot from being accidentally pushed or popping out, but it's just not sturdy enough to give me that 100% satisfaction that it is going to protect the micro SD slot, or that it's going to keep it covered at all times. It does take a little bit of effort to make sure that it's really put into place. Now, I have spoken to the iRe5 team about this, and they've mentioned that the final Kickstarter version will feature an updated and improved design. So it's great that they've already listened to early feedback about this issue, and they're going to be fixing it before the final release. Another thing that would probably be really good, which would probably make this slightly larger in terms of its form factor, is a MagSafe version. Now, it doesn't have to be MagSafe in terms of charging through the MagSafe. It just needs to be something that maybe fits through the MagSafe for iPhones. Now, having that as an option would mean that you don't need this sticky 3M tape to attach to a phone case. You can attach it directly to your phone through the MagSafe, and it would just sit there, and you can detach it just as easily. Right now, if I want to attach this to one of my phone cases or the phone case that they provided to me, then I pretty much have to pry it off and then reapply 3M tape to be able to attach it to a new phone case or to the phone. Now, I have actually discussed this with the iRe5 team, and they have told me that this was an intentional design choice. Basically, the adhesive method was chosen over MagSafe intentionally because they didn't want to block or interfere with the phone's wireless charging capabilities. So you've got that additional charging function through the wireless charging while still being able to use the additional ports and features of the iRe5 module. Whereas if they had created a MagSafe version, then they wouldn't be able to provide you with that wireless charging on top of giving you access to those two additional ports, because it would block the wireless charging function through the MagSafe. So they've given that a lot of thought, and it definitely makes sense. It was just a personal observation and preference of mine. Now, I do want to mention that though those are quirks that I have noticed and things that I would like to see improved, it doesn't undermine the additional functionality that this thing provides. Having those additional USB-C ports is an absolute game changer, and it means that you've got access to those additional features that we might be missing. For example, a wired headphone connection through a USB-C to a 3.5mm jack converter. Obviously, that's something that's now a possibility whilst also charging your phone. With most phones nowadays, you have to choose between one or the other, and if you need to charge your phone, you can't use a wired headphone anymore, but this solves that problem. And the expandable storage option obviously is absolutely crucial, especially if you're using your phone to shoot a lot of day-to-day content or photos and things like that. You can use this with a micro SD card to save that content onto directly, especially given the fact that file sizes and things are getting so much bigger these days that even phones with, say, minimum 256 gigabytes of storage isn't enough for most people who are out and about shooting lots of content, or for your everyday person who just likes taking lots of photos. They now have the option of expandable storage through a modular device like this that also gives them additional connectivity options. Now, especially if your phone is part of your creative kit and workflow in any serious way, the X module solves that serious and real problem of only having that one port available on your mobile device. It provides you with the solution of having one attachment without compromises and without replacing anything additional inside of your kit. It just makes your phone a little bit more capable whilst you're using it. It's launching very soon on Kickstarter at the time of making this video, the link to which is going to be in the description below. Early backers obviously get it at a much lower price. And like I said, more devices are being unlocked through the campaign, so it's definitely worth taking a look. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and it was informative for you. Highly recommend grabbing something like this because it has made a very big difference to the way I use my mobile devices. If you have any questions about it whatsoever, let me know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you will, and I'll see you in the next one. Kai24 signing out.